Yo, I just got a little hustle, got a little work, couple little jobs for the eyes, a little dirt, couple ends for my troubles, couple little perks, never took orders well, self-sufficient little jerk, lining up the sheep and preparing to sink my teeth in, the AKA's the wolf, for a effing reason, insomniac demon, hardly ever sleep. What's good, y'all? This is WulfWords Reviews, back for the second time, got my man Keazy in the building, yo, Dre in the building.
What's up?
What would you call yourself, authentic? Dre authentic in the
Just
building.
authentic. Just Dre.
You dropping the authentic, man?
I mean, I am, but
why?
Right
you don't
now.
want all that going on right now.
I'm just Dre. Just Dre.
Today we're gonna review Showtime series The Shy by Lena Waithe, written by Lena Waithe. Corny ass. It's like we
starting already.
So they just finished season 3, right? That was season 3. That was season 4.
Yep.
Damn. All right, so yeah, they just finished season 4. So we're gonna mostly review season 4. So we're just gonna give our take on how we felt about the final season. Let's start off with just like let's start off with what we rated, like on a scale from 1 to 10. What would y'all rate season 4? Let's start with you, Keazy.
6.
Dre.
I would say 6, but it dropped when I saw the finale.
All right,
I agree.
I'm gonna go 5.
Okay. So right average.
I'm gonna go 5.
Yeah. So that's
okay.
That's about right.
All right, so let's talk about what happened. Some standout things that y'all want to criticize, or what you. Let's start with things. Let's start with the things we like, because I think even though y'all rated it 6, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say y'all maybe not you, Keazy, but I know Dre, you probably disliked more than you liked. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Yes.
You disliked more than you liked.
This season, this season.
Yeah. What about you?
I disliked more than I liked.
Okay.
And that's only because of some of the storylines, but we can get into
that. So let's start with things that we liked then.
Okay.
Since I think that's a little easier. There's one thing that I liked.
What?
Just one.
What?
One standout thing, I'll put it that way. I like the take on defunding the police, because
that was dope. Yeah.
I think people's immediate emotional reaction to police brutality is defund the police, right? Mm-hmm. So that's kind of like they created this real life situation where they actually did that in a major city like Chicago. Mm-hmm. And it didn't turn out like everybody thought it might turn out, right? Because when you defund the police, now you got to police yourselves, and the civilians aren't trained, nor are they willing, probably, to do what the police are willing to do.
Yep.
So it shows some of the problems that might occur in a real life situation when you actually carry out a defunding the police situation.
Now, with that being said, in the real world, do you think that would have went that way? Like, or would it have been like, if they didn't have no police, it would be like the Purge out here? Like now, right now.
That's a good question.
Not on TV, but right now.
I think it probably would be purgish.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, that show didn't have enough time, I think, to go into that type of depth with it, because it was a quick thing. Like, they defunded, and they showed the problems within the next couple weeks or whatever that happened from no cops being available immediately on hand. And, but if there was a play out over the course of like months, you might have started seeing, maybe she would have put in there things like purges things starting to happen. Yeah. In a real life situation, I do think it probably will go that way. Like, I personally don't believe that the solution is to defund the police. I think it's to hold the police to a higher standard. Like, they have to restructure the police, the policing system. Mm-hmm. Maybe have maybe the requirements have to be better to become a police officer, pay more, stuff like that. Yeah. Maybe require some type of post high school education. Right. Stuff like that.
That probably starts at the police academy. Right.
Right. Yeah. Like, I don't think they're trained properly. Right. Maybe they need to get paid more for the better training. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, they are putting their life. They're supposed to be putting their lives on the line for their duty or whatever. So if you have better educated people who have better communication skills, better training as far as like how to handle compromising situations, whatever the case may be, you'd have a better system. But they don't train the police properly. Right. But so I don't think I think defunding it, the initial impact would kind of go similarly to how it happened in The Shy. I think that was a good thing. Just presenting that side of it. The only thing I'm skeptical about though with that is that I think Lena Waithe is slightly coonish. So I don't want to throw her completely under the bus. Yeah. But I wonder if that take has a little bit to do with that though. You know what I'm saying? Like, not necessarily just her being real, but necessarily like, we can't defund the police because we need the police. So, you know what I mean?
Right.
I got you.
It just coming out looking right just because,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it was beautifully written, to be honest with you, that part with the defunding the police, because I think, to your point, Taji, it takes civilians to step up. I've said this in other podcasts, like we have to trust our people, which we don't trust our people. And I think that's why that would not work. And no matter where you put it, like if he was here in Philadelphia, like if we did the defunding, like people don't trust us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I think I would be like the same regular person I am now. Like I wouldn't think about anything differently, but I would be skeptical about people who would have my back and who wouldn't have my back.
Right.
When stuff go down.
Yeah. That's a good point too. I think that was was realistically portrayed. I know we don't want to look at stuff that way.
Yeah.
But again, I question whether that's Lena Waithe, kind of sell out his side.
Right.
They just stumbled upon that brilliance.
That's probably
or
she
whether,
probably stumbled
Yeah,
upon
she
it.
probably
I think
stumbled
so.
upon it.
you know what I'm saying, or whether it's just, her being a real one and just keeping it real with the black community and coming up with that brilliance that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I have my skepticism about that. But yeah, I do think that I think that's an unfortunate but realistic portrayal of how we our internal conflict in the black community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what else? Anything else y'all liked about it?
I like the emergence of Jake this season. Jake being like more of a storyline. As I always liked his character, but like they kind of put him like into the forefront, like
Right.
with him being the one that was like beat up by the cops, and him, being the whole part of the taking Kevin's girl, like like those things like that, like I think his character evolved into something where we've talked about this before, where we was like, well, Jake is probably like the realest one on there, but they don't give him enough like.
Yeah, you like the fact they gave him more of a lead role in this season. Yeah. I like that too, because I think out of the kids, really, I think I like Jake the most.
Me too. Jake popping than Kevin.
Yeah.
But, Kevin's the last.
Yeah, he is.
Something on there that I don't know if I liked in particular, but I guess it just hit home because I could relate to it. Was when they showed Emmett's mom when she got cancer, because my mom passed the cancer, so I could so certain things in there was kind of like reliving some of that. It's like flash, like when she lost her hair and stuff like that. Like so, I related to it more than something maybe I just liked. I just could relate to it.
I think that was good. I mean, that's real. Like, they didn't fake it. They put like the reals. Like,
I'm just wondering why that was in it though. Like, what role did that play in the season? Like, what I'm saying? Like, what importance did that play in the storyline? Maybe just to build on that so-called. I mean, that they had a suspicion that Kevin's mom had about. Maybe it was just to lead into that. Maybe.
Oh,
like so her having the cancer led to Kevin's mom suspecting that her wife
was cheating
with her. Right. So maybe that was just to create that storyline. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big
maybe.
That's a big
because otherwise
segue.
It didn't really.
Yeah, it really is.
Otherwise, it didn't really. I don't know what purpose that served.
It kind of because it brought kind of Emmett's dad back into her life in a more positive way. I guess
it did, but what purpose did that serve?
Yeah, but I see what you're saying.
I mean, like Kevin's dad didn't really like. That's not something that stands out about that season at all. Like his father's role at all.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think of something. Like I'm reaching, I'm trying to make something make sense. You know what I mean?
But
that did come out of nowhere. I kind of
and it came and then she was cured, right? Like she got better.
Yes, she got better. Yeah.
So it's not like she is going into next season or that she died from it or something,
right?
You know what I mean?
Because I was thinking, okay, the only reason they're going to give this to her is to write her off the show,
right?
So that's my first reaction when I saw this, and then I'm like, oh, well, she got better. I'm like, oh, I thought this was going to be her leaving. So now, you see what I'm saying?
Now, can we talk about the finale show? This last show,
of course.
The last show.
Yeah.
All right.
So
if it's nothing else, positive.
I don't have
positive. I got some negative stuff, but yeah. That's,
all right, go ahead.
So to tie in what Keith was saying, like if that was going to be a storyline, like to have a big thing, like she died at the end of the finale or something. Like it's the last show of the season, so I'm looking for something to either shock me, like, oh my God, so and so died or something happened, or
you need the shock value.
Yeah, or like maybe the last scene something happens where you like, and it goes to black, like, oh shit, I can't wait till next season.
You need it going out with a bang.
Something has to draw me to want to watch next year. I don't care about it.
You know what, Dre?
What?
I don't feel that bad about it because like
I would think you would.
I think this is their forte. Like on the Shy, they usually have like a party at the end. Like in the previous season, I think they did. It was like a block party.
Yeah, but something always happens. Like when Jake's brother got shot or got killed.
Right.
Like something always that last
I'm
show.
on both sides of it. Like I see what you're saying. Like so on one hand, I kind of appreciate a finale where, especially like on a black show, it's not something disastrous happening. Right. So like at the end of it, it was like almost like except for Emmett and his girl situation. Mm-hmm. Wait, did they get back together?
Yes.
They got back together in the end.
Yeah.
Or
she
they
said
trying to or something.
No, she said she will stop cheating.
Yeah. So
but then she cheated.
Right.
That's right. She cheated.
But that's what kind of pissed me off. That because I told y'all in the group, I said, yo.
So outside of that, I think that was the only thing that was like the thing that was like, damn, it messed up about the finale, right? Because the mom got better. The Kevin, the girl moved in with Kevin, right? Mm-hmm. His sister's got her boyfriend. Mm-hmm. So everything else is feel goodish.
But now, I can see if that was the series finale and it wrapped everything up, like the end of Cooley High, like so and so goes off to college and blah, blah, you know what I mean? Like I can see that. But you got another season to prepare for. I need something.
They can create something. They create something, but
it's gonna be a stretch.
It's gonna be a stretch. It's gonna be a stretch.
No, what I agree is it's not memorable.
That's
the thing. It's not a memorable finale. But in watching it, like I feel like okay, this fits. Like it's going off, and you know it's stuff got wrapped up. So.
I was a young boy when I met you, too immature to get you, but I felt you enough to make me cry, bleed and sweat you. Eventually I went through a maturation stage when I started to see our future in more serious ways. I was still young, just about 9, when I felt it was time to straighten up, approach you business like and dig in your mind. Got sick of riding the pine, so I gamed you blind, bagged you with a knot on it, and named you mine. I can't rank this prime.